to see you. I know you're probably wondering what the hell's happened to me, why I've not been on. Well, I'll explain all. Let me get the channel up. Oh, ow. I'm sore, guys. Ouch. Wait a minute to get you sitting. Oh, for F's sake. Oh, for goodness sake, Linda. Ow. Why is that? Oh, there we are. That's it. Right, that's better. Right, that'll need to do it. I'll just need to do. Right, let me get the chat. Oh, ow. I've got the window open, so you might hear the cars and that go by. There we are. It's been a terrible week for me. And I know I look bad. There's my gold dust. Good morning, gold dust. Ouch. And Tuesday and Monday night, everything was fine. I went to my bed Monday night. Everything was normal. And I dreamt about being violently sick. Right, my dream, I was dreaming about like going places and trying to be sick. And when I woke up, I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be sick, right? So away I went and I was sick. And I was sick every 15 minutes. And diarrhea as well. Every 15 minutes I was running into the toilet. This has happened for over 48 hours now. I've not been sick today. But for 2 days solid, that's all I've been doing, is being sick. And the pains in my stomach, oh my God, the pains in my stomach have been terrible. So I feel as if I've just had the shit absolutely kicked out of me. I don't feel sick now. I don't feel like eating though. And I'm managing to drink today, which is a big thing. Yesterday I couldn't even drink water. And do you know something? See, my son's partner, he wasn't well a couple of weeks ago. And Peter said to me, it sounds like something that Ryan had, right? And I'm dying. And I'm going, oh God. And I said, how long was he like this, son? And he went, 2 weeks. I said, ouch. I was like, no, don't tell me 2 weeks. I'll die. No, it was so bad that I was almost going in the hospital. I swear, it was so bad, I was just about going in the hospital. Jenny, good morning. I've not been that sick in years and years and years. It was horrendous. No, I wasn't drinking, in case maybe she's been drinking or something. I've not been drinking. I can't remember eating anything dodgy whatsoever. Nothing like that. Just absolutely dying. Really dying. And see all my whole stomach area and everything like that. The pain I'm going through the now. Just because I've been raging so much. It's been horrendous. Absolutely horrendous it's been. I was dying with pain. I couldn't even take 2 paracetamol because I was just bringing it all back up again. Just bringing a paracetamol up. So it's been hell. And I've been thinking about you. Oh, you've got work, Jenny. How wonderful. I'm so glad you've got work. You need to let me know how you got on at your work. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, everybody. Aye. So the day I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing today. No, I could be cleaning my bathroom and stuff like that, but I can't. I'm in too much pain now. Too much pain. I doubt I'll be having a flavouring on Saturday because I need to recover for this. So it's going to take a while to recover. So I doubt my Saturday I'll be having any flavouring or anything like that. I need to get better. Oh, it's good. Oh, I'm so happy, Jenny. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. But do you know, yesterday morning, I hadn't slept. Last night was the first night I managed to get. I got about 4 or 5 hours last night. That's all I got. But that's massive because the night before I didn't sleep at all. So I was bent over here because I couldn't even lie in my bed. It was so painful. So I was bent over here. And there's a film that I've wanted to watch now, I'll tell you. It's one of the weirdest films I've ever seen in my whole life. It's called Poor Things. I don't know if you've ever seen it advertised. Poor Things it's called, right? It's the most crazy, bizarre story ever. I'm not going to ruin the whole story for you, right? But basically, it's about like a Frankenstein kind of deal. This crazy scientist guy that can bring a woman back for unaliving herself. And it's crazy because there's pigs that are like chicken's body and pigs' heads. Stuff of nightmares. Stuff of nightmares. It was gold dust. It was so, and I'm bent out here like that, and I'm ouch, and I'm watching this craziness, and it's a good tune. It's on film. I was an hour and eight, right, and I thought, listen, I've got an hour and odd to go, but I'm just going to need to bear with this movie because I've invested time. I could have been watching Deadpool. I'm watching Deadpool now. I like watching Deadpool, and there's a lot of naughty scenes in it as well. So, ouch. And I was thinking, God almighty, I wish you would be quiet because it was quite loud. Guy, good morning, good morning. Craziness. Absolute crazy movie. Big stars in it too, big stars. I don't know whose imagination they plucked that out of, but it's a weird. Do you know it's Good Morning to You in Beautiful Greece? A weird film. Very, very weird. As I say, lots of naughty scenes in it, so there was a bit. And I was a bit like, because Hulk's in it. He's not actually the Hulk, though. It's the guy that plays the Hulk. He's in it and he's doing naughty stuff. And I was like, oh. And it wasn't a good look. I'll tell you that. I was like, oh. Anyway, this is while I'm dying, by the way. I'm watching this and still the naughtiness is on my head. But listen, see if you want to watch a movie that you're like, what the actual F? That's a good one to watch. Poor Things it's called, and it's on the Disney. It's on Disney Plus at the moment. Absolutely crazy. Eleanor, hello in the beautiful USA. Yes, and if I wasn't watching that, I've been watching the trial that's happening over in the USA. The guy that's on trial for his son that was the school shooter. His mum got charged in February, I believe it was. It was only a few weeks ago. His mum got charged with second-degree murder, and now his dad's in trial. I think he's going to get definitely the same thing as the mum got. Rafi girl, good morning. Rafi girl, I hope he didn't hear me in here like going mental. I'm dying. See my whole sides. I feel as if somebody's just murdered me or kicked the hell out of me like that because my whole belly and everything's dying. But at least I'm not been sick, which is a bonus. At least I'm not been sick or anything like that. So hopefully, what happened in the trial? The trial. What happened was, they knew that their son had problems. The son was sending messages to his parents saying, I feel as if the house is haunted and I'm hearing voices in my head and all the rest of it. And he was doing bad things to animals, right? Really bad things that I wouldn't even think your mind, right? Bad stuff to animals he was doing, right? And his teachers pulled the mum and dad in and said, come and have a look at his workbook. And on his workbook, he drew wee pictures of guns and people getting shot and all this kind of stuff was all in his workbook, right? And I can't even remember what he wrote on it, but a lot of stuff like that. So do you know what they done? Do you know what they done? They took him out to buy him a gun. Yeah, for his Christmas. 15. I think that's illegal into anybody that buying somebody, a minor, a gun. I think that's an illegal thing. Anyway, but so they go and they buy him a gun, right? They buy him a gun. And the gun comes with, I didn't know what this was. I looked it up though, because that's what I'm like. It's like a cable thing, and what they do is it protects the gun. You can put this cable down the barrel of the gun and you lock it. And it's like, it's a safety mechanism to stop the firearm being used. So they had that came with this gun. I didn't know they were so expensive. 300 quid for a firearm. Anyway, golfer girl, good morning to you, golfer girl. I'm recovering for dying. I've been ill all week, ill. Randy, good morning, good morning. So right, so they had this firearm in their house. They knew that their son was having problems. The dad told the son to suck it up. He'd been drawing these pictures, like people getting bad things done to them. He was doing stuff with animals, right? All the signs were there, all the signs were there. And they went out and they bought him this firearm. They didn't lock it away. They did have a safe. See, when they bought the safe came with the code 000. Guess what the code was? 000. Didn't bother even changing the code. Didn't even bother changing the code. Right? And they never bothered with this thing that they put inside the firearm, this lock thing. They never bothered with that either. Never bothered. They're ace with that. And it wasn't just the one gun they had. See, I was triggered with their house, by the way. I know there's a bigger picture here, but it was like just chaos. It was just like stuff piled and tappy stuff. The boy had 2 bedrooms. Do you know why he had 2 bedrooms? Because his first bedroom was an absolute disaster. So they just said, you know what, you can have 2 rooms. So they said, it's just like. Have you ever seen that episode of Friends where Ross goes to that woman's house and it's just like stuff, just like mounds of things all put in tappy stuff, stoves not in tappy water. I mean, it was like chaos. The house was in chaos, and the firearms were everywhere, everywhere, right, everywhere. They were. Some of them were in cases. Some of them weren't in cases. They had, I don't know the difference between BB guns and all these other kind of a wee tiny one like that. All these different firearms that they had in this house. The boy was obsessed. Know how in teenager bedrooms you've normally got pictures. I used to have Adamant and stuff. Johnny Depp, Aquaman. This boy had targets on his wall. He was obsessed. Eleanor, thank you for coming in. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, Eleanor. What movie we were talking about? It was called Poor Things. It's crazy. It's bizarre. I think the word is bizarre. Bizarre. So the reason the guy's on trial is because he didn't lock this away. He didn't lock this away. They knew that there was problems, and instead of getting the boy help, they took him out and bought him this firearm that ended up. Well, if you've looked it up, it was devastation and for so many people in that whole community. In fact, in the whole of the world, everybody that hears the things like that is horrible. I can't even imagine the poor parents. And see, watching the witnesses and some of the teachers that to this day, they'll never get over that. These people will never get over what happened. And all it took was for the parents to have a wee bit of savvy and lock the weapon away when the boy looked as if he was saying he was hearing voices. And the first time you see any child do that be bad to animals, that's your first red flag right there. That's your first red flag right there when they're doing stuff with and this boy was doing terrible stuff with animals. And they knew about all this stuff and they never ever acted on it. So he's going to get done for it as well, and quite rightly so. If he would have locked the bloody things away, and do you know what? The two of them were having affairs. The two of them. No, the only reason I'm bringing that up is because I think they were just too absorbed in their own life that they weren't interested in their own child. I think they were too busy. She was big on horses, right? So if she wasn't riding horses, she was riding somebody else. Thank you very much, Eleanor. This woman, right, so they had all that going on and they just ignored their own son. So I've been watching that. The jury's out now, and I'm hoping they come back with a guilty verdict today. I hope they come back with a guilty verdict today. And then the people can try and heal a wee bit of the community. And it will not bring the people's loved ones back or anything like that, but justice will have been served. Saying that, I don't know if it's... See, I've not spoke to you for a while, so I've got a lot in my mind. Another case, a case that I never even knew about it until yesterday. And it was this guy, I can't believe this. You just need to look this up. Quite a stocky guy. Now, I'm a stocky woman, so I'm allowed to say other people are stocky, right? A stocky guy. And his wife was having an affair. And he found out about this affair the night before, right? And the next day, there's video of him. His wife was taking a video on his phone of him. And he was confronting her about this affair. And she was saying, I'm having an affair, right? So the guy's drunk or whatever, right? The guy's drunk. But he's kind of stumbling about. All he's got is a bathrobe on and a blurred bit where his goodies. I don't know if you'd be able to see his goodies because he's belly, but you know, they give the guy a blurred bit down there. And the guy brings his shotgun up and says, say hello to Jesus. Right? And he shoots the woman and kills her. Kills his wife. Do you know how long he's got for doing that? 10 years, he'll be out in 5. I'm kidding you not, look it up. My jaw dropped. 10 years, but he'll be out in 5 years for that. They said it was they said it was a crime of passion, but the guy knew about it for the night before. Does a crime of passion no just mean in that spot you're enraged in that spot and that happens? It's not a night that you hold on a minute, you think about this. It's a dawn night to think about it, this guy. You'll find that on YouTube if you want to look at that. I can't believe it. What kind of message are they sending to people with that one? The daughter's distraught. The poor daughter. The daughter says that she'll never forgive her dad for doing that. That he done. So that's what I've been watching. Oh, happy stuff. Oh, stuff to keep my spirits up. That's what I've been watching while I've been not well. But you know what? See the day. See after a day of this, I'm going to try and get another wee sleep. So I got about 4 or 5 hours I got last night. The last I looked at the clock, I was still awake. It was about 11 o'clock. And then I woke up about 3:30. About 5 hours, something like that. I was sleeping. So at least I got a wee sleep. I know never a bloody dull moment in the USA, but I wish our court cases were televised. Sometimes we get judges' rulings. They'll give a judge's ruling here, but you don't get to see the defendants or anything like that. And they don't do like court trial. Do you know we've still got this a good laugh? The court artists, the guy that just sits and draws witnesses. They're not allowed recording equipment, and so there's just a court artist that sits and just draws the judge and all that. And it's usually with his gavel and stuff. Oh. But I've been thinking about these even though I've not been on. Oh. And I've been hoping that you've been alright. The court, there's a sketch on oh my god, let me see if I can let me a minute, hold on. How do I do this again without echo in there? I turn the volume down in that, don't I? I'm going to show you this. This is quite funny. Right, let me show you this. Hey, wait a minute. Is this the one? It is, right, hold on a minute to get this up. Right, wait, I'll show you this. I turned the sound down on this. Let's try that again. Let me turn the volume down on this. Can you wait a minute? Can you still hear me and all that? Right, I've come off my chat. How would I know if I can't see the chat? Hold on. It's been a week since I've been on. You can still hear me, right? I love this, right? This will give us a wee bit of humour. Right, wait, I'll turn this round. Right, was ready for this?
High drama at Kirkcaldy Sheriff Court today as Joseph Gallagher of the notorious Gallagher family was sentenced. 16-year-old Gallagher denied all charges but one, admitting to fanning in the video shop Windy in order to procure the film pigs in knickers for. In light of Gallagher's age, Judge Archibald Syme was forced to pass down a sentence of 80 hours community service. The verdict was greeted with jeers from the gallery, in response to which Gallagher's mother became aggressive and punched the courtroom artist. The job of acting sketch artist was taken up by PC Jock McCulloch of Leaving Division. Glenda Gallagher then made a provocative gesture by standing on the defence table and beckoning towards the gallery. Moan then. The presiding judge Archibald Syme appealed for a calm and competent sketch artist to be in place tomorrow when the case against Mrs. Gallagher will start. Jeremy Black, Kirkcaldy Sheriff Court.
That's funny, that. Chewing the Fat. That, if you're wondering what show that is, it's called Chewing the Fat. It's funny. It's called Chewing the Fat. It's there. That's better. There we go. There. Ow. But aye, that's what we get. We still draw pictures like that. Wouldn't that be funny, Efron, if they did? That'd be funny if they did. Right, guys, I'm going to go because I'm still not 100%, so I'm going to go and lie in my bed. I'm watching Deadpool. That's all right. But listen, if you want to watch a freaky film, I keep forgetting the bloody name of it. Sad things. Is it sad? Poor things. If you want to watch something bizarre, give that a watch. You'll be like, huh? It's me. So I don't know when I'll be back to see you. Hopefully soon. And I love you also so much. I'm going to give you a big kissing out, and hopefully I won't pass this virus on to you. And I love you all so much. Bye, everyone.